How much longer? There it is.
It stopped.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Yep, no, it's fine. Don't wait for me,
Come
Farah.
on, hurry.
The hourglass is nearby. I can feel it.
Feel it how?
I can't explain it.
There it is. The hourglass. We just have one more platforming sequence. And she's stealing the dagger again. Hmm. 81%.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
Alright.
There's no one here.
So
Now get
conveniently,
on top of the hourglass.
conveniently, despite you opening it by stabbing it, like from the bottom, to put the sands back, you have to stab it from the top. Who designed this thing? To be fair, when you see the hourglass in Warrior Within, they've actually got a ladder to climb up to the top of it. It's fair enough. CG sequence.
Take the dagger. Strike it into the center of the dome.
My father's army sacked your palace, captured you as a slave.
What?
You have every reason to hate me.
What are you talking about?
Now you want me to trust you.
Go on. There's no time.
Give me the dagger.
The dagger! He must not get the dagger!
I had faced my enemy. I had looked into his eyes, and I had lost everything.
Faced my enemy. You didn't face your enemy.
A tomb.
You were there. The dagger was in your hand. Why did you hesitate?
So now we just have like an
You're
extended
cleverer
story
than
sequence.
everybody, but you're just like the rest of them. Those soldiers, all they can do is fight, destroy. Why did I trust you? Why didn't you trust me? Ow,
Sorry,
where are you?
I'm right here.
Hold my hand. Don't let go. I didn't mean what I said.
No, you're right. All that's happened is my doing.
Yep.
I wanted honor and glory. I brought this on us.
You are brave and good. If this tomb is to be ours, at least the dagger will be buried with us. And we are together.
If the dagger's buried with you, then nobody can deal with the sand monsters.
What is it?
Nothing.
You're trembling.
I just don't like close spaces. There must be some way out of here.
When I was small, my mother taught me a secret word. She said that when I was afraid, all I had to do was speak that word, and a magic door would open. I've never told that to anybody.
I can see why. It's the most childish thing I've ever heard of. What was the word?
Kakolukiam.
Kakolukia. You did that, didn't you? Farah?
That was convenient.
Farah?
So I kind of lose track of what's actually going on in the story at this point. How long are these stairs? Are we almost there? One day we'll reach the bottom. Wow, really? That was way too long.
Where are you?
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Isn't what beautiful? Where are you?
Right, so this is a Lost Woods kind of thing. All of these doorways are identical.
If only we could stay here.
Walk in
What
the
are you
wrong one,
doing?
and
What
teleport it back to the start. The trick is to listen for the splashes of water.
Where are you? Farah?
And just keep going.
If only we could stay here.
Farah!
Shall we take a bath?
What are you talking about? Where are you? Where are you?
Take me in your arms.
I don't see you.
Take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars.
All right, this is getting ridiculous. Farah?
Just take me in your arms.
Who are you talking to?
This sequence
Why do
definitely
you
goes
act
on for
so
too long.
distant?
Farah?
Here we go. Another CG sequence. Of course, sand monsters can't go in the water. They'll become mud.
Come on.
Oh, look at those shifty eyes. That's how people have sex, isn't it? By rubbing their hands against each other. Thank God we didn't have to see them kiss.
Was it real, that magical cavern? If it was a dream, then it was a dream we both shared. I know it was.
She stole my sword and my dagger.
Farah. Oh no.
And now we can't defend ourselves. Oh, what's that? It's sand monsters. Thanks, Farah. Yeah, it's like, thank God we don't have to see them kissing. I don't need to see these 2003 CGI models mashing their faces together. Alright, so this looks more complicated than it is. What we need to do is get the light here. And you'd think that would involve these mirrors. All these mirrors, but it really doesn't. So what we need to do is just simplify it a little bit. If we move this into the right position, like this, and then move this over here. Like I say, it looks more complicated than it is. The biggest trouble is figuring out what you're actually meant to do. And now we get the last sword. The good news is, since we don't have the dagger, the combat's going to be a lot easier. And the reason for that is because we don't have the dagger. What they decided to do now is simplify the combat. Easy as that. Pretty much every enemy takes one hit now. The bad news is, since we don't have the dagger, we don't have access to the sands. And the premonitions say the first obstacle we get to, we're going to die at without the sands. So, any mess-ups here during the platforming, and that's it. We have to go back to the last save point. And that makes this entire sequence really irritating. Because this is some of the most difficult platforming in the game.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
So, let's hope we can get through this without any game overs. But just in case we do get game overs, there will be a convenient game over counter in the bottom right hand corner. I will put that in post. Thank you, future me. So the implication here is that Farah is using the dagger to sneak past all the enemies. With like using the slowdown, like the dagger does have a slow motion ability. It's just worthless because it slows you down as well. But she's using the dagger to sneak past them somehow. So the only real danger at this point is enemies that block. Every enemy will go down in one hit. If you can hit them... That guy wasn't even blocking. I wasn't too far away, it just wasn't hitting him. If you can hit them with the sword, not your foot, then they'll go down in one hit. And despite losing the dagger, he still has the sheathing animation. So now we're definitely going to be appreciating these, the Pillars of Light, just because they're save points. Oh, that one didn't say we were going to die. So that's nice. I always appreciate that. Don't need the pessimism of a magical pillar of light telling me that I'm not going to survive. I feel like it just brings the day down a little bit.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
There is also one more life upgrade in this area. And I'm not sure if we've missed any life upgrades at this point. Hopefully not. But with this last life upgrade, we've got a lot of health. And I don't think running out of health is ever really a concern for the rest of the game. If we're dying, it's going to be because of failing a platforming sequence. At which case, the amount of health we had wasn't going to matter, because it would have been instant death anyway. I love the way the camera just kind of shifts forward when you keep doing this. It's funny to me. I'm going to assume that's enough. That health bar shouldn't get any bigger. Right, and also save the game again. So we don't have to redo that if we die. So I bought Diablo 3 on Switch. So I quite like Diablo 3. I quite enjoyed it on PS4 actually. It was a lot of fun. I feel like getting on Switch and doing it portable will be really good for it. And it's the Eternal Collection, so it also has the Rise of the Necromancer add-on that I didn't have on PS4. Not sure how much that's going to actually mean, because it wasn't listed as an expansion. Like, Reaper of Souls was listed as an expansion for Diablo 3. But the version of Diablo 3 on PS4 just comes with it, so that's not really an issue. Rise of the Necromancer, I think, is pretty much just a character pack. But yeah, I'm gonna die.
No. That didn't happen. May I start again?
We'll cut back to when we get there, or when we next die. So yeah, it's like, I'm not sure if Rise of the Necromancer was anything more than a new character class. Because, like, if you've been anywhere in gaming, probably not so much like the past 10 years, but like maybe the 10 years before that. Diablo, you probably heard of Diablo 2, and like one of the main classes a lot of people loved in Diablo 2 is the Necromancer. But the Necromancer was not in Diablo 3. Not until the DLC, Rise of the Necromancer. So they're just ignoring her, and I'm pretty sure the idea is supposed to be that she's just using the sands.
Farah, be careful! Don't use up all the sand!
No, that didn't happen either. Let me begin again.
Oh, there was a checkpoint, that's convenient.
Farah! Come back!
Let's get away from the edge.
She must be using the
I should have hit you before you hit me there. The irritating thing with the combat now, though, is since we can take them out in one hit of the sword, we don't actually have any control over whether or not we're going to attack them with the sword or kick them. So that can be kind of irritating, because we want every hit to be with the sword. But yeah, Diablo 3. Yeah, like, the Necromancer was like one of the... I think a lot of people's favourite class in Diablo 2, but it wasn't in Diablo 3. And they added it in the DLC, which actually came out way after Diablo 3 did. Diablo 3 was like 2011, I think. Whereas the Necromancer was 2016, 2017. I'm not sure. That was way later. It was a considerable amount of time after the Reaper of Souls expansion. So I think when I actually start Diablo 3 on Switch, I'll give the Necromancer a try, because I never played Diablo 2. I'm not a PC gamer, I never played Diablo 2. That said, at some point, I do have Diablo 1 on PS1. Because there was a point where Blizzard were doing console ports. I don't know if Blizzard did the ports, but there was a point where there were console ports of Blizzard games, like a bunch of Blizzard games. Like Diablo is available on PS1. Warcraft 2 is on PS1. There we go. Oh god, go away. Yeah. Like, it kind of just stopped after that. So stuff like StarCraft. StarCraft was on StarCraft got a 64 port, actually. There was a StarCraft on Nintendo 64. Which I've heard is actually a surprisingly solid port. Which I could look into sometime. Probably not going to play it. God, why do you keep... Go away, go away. Come on, I have places to be. Let's finish this. In case you're wondering, the place I need to be is at the top of the Tower of Dawn again. Which is all the way up there. Yeah, probably not going to play StarCraft 64 all the way through, but it'd be really interesting to go through and have a look at it. But yeah, Diablo 2 never got a console version. StarCraft 2 definitely didn't. I think it wasn't until Diablo 3 came out that they started putting PC games on console again, or Blizzard's games on console again. That said, that is not good. I could see it glitched out and it didn't have me balanced. So there was a good chance I'd slip off and die. Jeez. Yeah. I don't remember if StarCraft 2 came out before Diablo 3, because StarCraft 2 never made it to console. But Diablo 3 was put on console, and console was really decent. I really enjoy it on console, and it doesn't have the always online demand that PC did. And I think still does. Like, we've been over it before. Feel like this isn't supposed to work. Glad that didn't kill me. I've been over it before. Like my internet connection is not the most reliable. That's why I stopped playing Final Fantasy XIV. Part of the reason why I stopped playing Final Fantasy XIV. And so always having to be online to play any game is just really irritating, and usually... What the hell was that? Why did I just slide to the right? Yeah, usually precludes me from really bothering with it. Like generally at this point, kind of as a as a rule for myself. If it's online only, not going to be playing it. Because my internet is just not reliable enough for that kind of thing. That said, pretty much every online-only game I've played since Final Fantasy XIV hasn't really been that interesting. And the main one I'm thinking of is Destiny. God knows I was bored with Destiny very quickly. Are there any others? I don't think so. What was it? The original Destiny. A friend had a beta code. Actually, gave it to me. I think he had a bunch of beta codes actually. Oh, now they've buggered off. Oh, now they're coming back. So I can't just go and do this on the ground. Yeah, I had a bunch of beta codes actually, not really sure why. But I was like, hey, do you want beta codes? Like, yeah, sure. Destiny's getting some hype, I'll check it out. I did enjoy Halo once upon a time. Because by Bungie, the guys who made Halo. So I tried the beta out and was not particularly enthusiastic, but how much am I actually enthusiastic about these days? Or whenever Destiny came out. Probably more enthusiastic about stuff these days than I was when Destiny came out. I don't just mean like Destiny, I mean like when about anything. Probably more enthusiastic about most things now than I was when around the time Destiny came out. Yeah. No, I tried Destiny. I didn't think that much of it, but I might have mentioned this before, but I kind of just fell out of first-person shooters. Around the PS3 era, I just lost a lot of interest in first-person shooters around that time.